Your cat's staring again, not blinking, not moving, just watching you. But why? What do they see when they look at you like that? And why does it feel so wrong? We studied this behavior, and what we found behind those eyes was far more unsettling than we expected. The predator within. Let's start with the most primal reason your cat might be staring. They're predators. Yes, the same furball who sleeps 18 hours a day and can't catch a sock is, at their core, a finely tuned hunter. You have welcomed a wild animal that still has a craving to hunt, hardwired into its genes, into your home. Cats evolved to stalk prey in silence, often freezing and watching intently before pouncing. That stare, it's part of them. According to feline behaviorist Dr. Mikel Delgado, cats rely heavily on visual tracking to locate and assess movement when hunting. And sometimes, for better or worse, you're the most interesting thing moving in the house. That stare across the room? It might not mean love. It might mean, I could take you down if I wanted to. And the way their pupils dilate and ears twitch ever so slightly, that's them sizing up your velocity, your trajectory, your likelihood of dropping a piece of chicken for them to gobble up. So next time you catch your cat staring, remember, you're living with a tiny furry lion, a silent, well-fed assassin. Though of course it may be totally innocent, and they just want something. More on that a little later, because before that, the ownership state. But what if that stare isn't predatory, but possessive? What if they don't want to hunt you? What if they want to own you? Cats are territorial not just over spaces, but over people. They are, in short, hyper-jealous. There was a study from the University of Lincoln that I've mentioned a few times on this channel that I think deserves to be mentioned again in this context. That study found that cats form attachment bonds with their pet parents that are just as strong as those felt by dogs or babies. As a result of this, your cat may very well see you as theirs. So when your cat stares at you from across the room, perched like a gargoyle on top of the fridge, they might not just be watching, they might be claiming. They're window shopping and you're the new game console or handbag they've got their eye on. Their gaze is a quiet announcement. That human, the one eating the chips? Yeah, they're mine. Some cats will even make prolonged eye contact as a way of asserting social dominance, or just reminding you that in their eyes, you're the weird furless pet they graciously allow to live in their home. Now, do as they desire and fetch them some treats, please. Emotional surveillance mode. Now here's where things get weirder. Even weirder than realizing your cat may be trying to hunt you or own you. Because sometimes the stare isn't about either. Sometimes it's all about emotional surveillance. In the introduction, I touched upon how, in a lot of the world's various folklores and myths, cats are seen as magical. But there genuinely might be some validity to this. Because as much as this sounds like a superpower, cats can actually read your mood. A 2019 study published in Animal Cognition found that cats can match human facial expressions and vocal tones with emotional meaning. So when your cat is staring at you, they may be checking your emotional temperature. They may be reading your face and your body language to determine how you are feeling. Are you sad, angry, blissfully zoned out on your third rewatch of that reality show? Your cat likes to study you to ensure that they know what direction your vibe is headed in. Some behaviorists even suggest that some cats, especially those who've lived with a pet parent for a long time now and know that humans' faces well, are excellent at picking up micro-expressions, those tiny muscle shifts in your face that betray what you're feeling. These make their stare not just watchful, but diagnostic, like a tiny therapist who doesn't take notes, but silently judges you from the floor. The silent meow and mind games. Ever noticed your cat staring at you, mouth slightly open, maybe even doing that eerie silent meow? That's a thing, and it's weird. If they want to meow, why don't they just commit? The silent meow is often a form of high-level feline communication. According to a cat expert or cat spurt, Jackson Galaxy, cats develop unique vocalizations specific to humans. And silent meows may be a sign of trust or a subtle cue that they're trying to connect emotionally without causing too much fuss. Pair that with an unblinking stare, and you have a feline cryptic crossword puzzle. Are they asking for food? Affection? Science says probably not the last one, but still it's weird. The trance stare. Here's where things tiptoe into the realm of the uncanny. Some cat stares aren't just focused, they're almost trance-like. You might see your cat frozen in place, staring at a blank wall or a dark corner for minutes, sometimes longer. No reaction or sounds, no blinking, just stillness. They've been turned into a statue by Medusa, or they're attempting to meditate themselves into a state of pure bliss. While this can be harmful, they just genuinely might enjoy having a good long stare. In some cases, it may also be a sign of something serious. Feline hyperesthesia syndrome, or FHS. This is a neurological disorder that causes overstimulation, skin twitching, and you guessed it, prolonged staring spells. But even in healthy cats, these episodes might represent deep focus states or low-level dissociation. Researchers studying feline brainwaves during rest states suggest that cats can enter REM-like microtrances while they're still awake. In short, they would be sensational Buddhists, as they know true contentment. So when your cat stares blankly, it might not be spiritual possession. It might just be their brain buffering or a moment of gentle calm. Still kinda spooky though. The bonding blink, and when it doesn't happen. I've spoken a lot about the iconic slow blink on this channel. That loving, lazy eye narrowing that some cats give you. Animal behaviorists call it the cat kiss. When your cat blinks slowly at you, they're showing they feel safe and calm. It makes sense, right? You wouldn't kiss someone if you didn't feel safe in their company. But what about the total reverse? What if your cat is staring at you without blinking? Because I've talked a lot in this video about what it means if your cat is giving you a long, hard stare. But usually there are a couple of slow blinks peppered in, or maybe even a few regular blinks. But what does it mean when your cat kicks things up to 12 out of 10 on the creep-o-meter and doesn't even blink? Something else might be going on. They might be on edge, uncertain, or waiting for your signal. In feline language, unbroken eye contact can be confrontational. So if you're getting the stare and no blink, your cat may be trying to figure you out. Are you going to feed them? Pet them? Pick them up? According to feline veterinarian Dr. Sarah Ellis, this stare is often a way for cats to gather information before making a move. Like feline poker players, they're reading your tell. Your cat might be summoning you. I mentioned early on in this video that despite all the creepy connotations of your cat staring at you from afar, like a weird stalker, there is a chance they just want you to get the stuff, like treats. But surely it's not that simple, right? No, it can be that simple. Research from Japan in 2020 found that cats will hold eye contact with humans when they want something, especially if a soft vocalization or paw gesture follows that stare. Essentially, your cat might be using gaze as a tool. That joke from Shrek of Puss in Boots using his cute eyes to get what he wants is based on reality. It's the feline version of the Jedi mind trick. You will open the treat drawer. Want to know the scariest thing of all? It works. If a long stare from your cat makes you weak, and you cannot resist giving them a treat that you know they shouldn't have, I promise you that you're not alone. The same study showed humans that were more likely to respond to prolonged gaze with food or attention, suggesting we're being trained by our cats, not the other way around, one stare at a time. You think you're in charge? Think again. That stare you just felt? That's not random. But there's one cat behavior even more disturbing, and most owners miss it completely. Watch this next. You won't see your cat the same way again.